Hi, my gorgeous Saggies. This is your tarot slash oracle reading for October, for the entire month of October. But before I get into it, I'm going to give you what Spirit's giving me. I'm kind of still collecting all of that as I'm talking. So, obviously it's tarot slash oracle because I don't know what cards they're going to pick until I turn around and I see what's really up. But if you do enjoy the videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, and all that good stuff. But also, if you enjoy them, please come back and check out the astrology, because the astrology can only be more in depth than the tarot can. I mean, in one way or another. Because it also depends on if you know your sun, moon, and rising, and then I would tell you to check out all three. At least that helps you get over the hump and understand exactly more of what is going on by understanding what's going on with the stars themselves. And then mix that with the tarot. It helps you out. Or you're going to have to fill me in on that one, because now you're going a different direction. We'll work on that. All right. Spirit has given me, it's kind of a little strange, but apparently it's not for me because I'm not a Sagittarius. So, what they're giving me, first off, is like you're standing, they're giving me an image of like you're standing in the grass right next to a path. And like the path is going like this. And it feels like it's going, like in one direction. And like you've stepped off the path and you're kind of in the grass. And am I even going to go down this path anymore? It's kind of what I feel. Like, and it doesn't mean that it's right or wrong necessarily. But they are saying it's definitely dealing with some of the relationships and what is the main most important things to you, as to if you get back on that path or if you just start to create a whole new path. This is also dealing with some family judgment for some of you. And I'm also being given, I'm checking out some of my notes before I get into the cards. You're having problems trusting in your communication along with your true self, your intuition. You're overthinking and you're trying to over-reason with yourself. And with that is causing problems with believing in your psychic gifts, your intuitive gifts. And it may be causing a block for you in some areas because you're afraid of what you fear, or you're afraid of letting go. You may also be very inflexible about a situation because you think that you know everything about the situation and that you think you know exactly what you need to know, and you may find out that you're wrong. You may be wanting to go at your own path, and that path that you're deciding, that might be exactly why they're giving me it. You may want to go at your own path, your own pace, but what you want to do may not be the best pace for you. And I'm feeling some fear and anxiety about speaking your truth. There's definitely some relief, not relief. Maybe you'll get relief if you speak that truth, because what I'm being given is there's some guilt, sorrow, shame, and blame that's going on in relationships. And like I said, it's like the main ordeal, the core of what's important to you within these relationships. Something about them you're not speaking. And it's definitely bringing abundance and bringing a very big abundance into the situation, coming from your unconsciousness. And it's either bringing in a very illuminated situation that will help you, or very egotistical, depending on how you are dealing with it or lack of dealing with it, is what I'm being given. I'm also being given definitely communication It's all about the communication. But some of it is you're afraid to communicate because your heart wants one thing and you may be afraid to really go after what the heart is trying to fix, heal, work on. I'm not sure. It's just the way it's being given to me. Right? Yours is coming in very similar to Libra's. I'm being given 2 decks right off the bat to work on. The way Spirit has told me I am to do the readings for the month is I don't necessarily follow a spread. I follow a spread that Spirit designed for me. And I'm asking about what is the core, the whole situation going on for the month. What is that? And then what is the extroverted core, which is, so one is like the entirety. And then one is just the outer world, outside of you, versus what you are speaking to the outer world and how the outer world is perceiving you. Then what's up close and personal in your life, those relationships that are up close and personal. Then we're going to, and sometimes these two kind of go together because then it goes into those goals, those dreams, those wishes. Those goals, those dreams, those wishes, as well as finances. And right now I'm getting a whole lot of bitterness and blame, whether you're holding on to an energy instead of releasing it and letting it go. And I'm also getting a whole lot of inflexibility, very stubborn, very, very stubborn is what I'm feeling. Whether it's you or it's them, I'm feeling a very stubborn bitterness, and I'm not going to move. Is the kind of energy that I'm getting. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Get out of that mindset. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. I coulda, shoulda done this, or somebody else is thinking it. Sorry, they pulled me right out of what I was saying about the spread. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. A little inflexible, stubborn, stuck in your head. I coulda done this. I shoulda done that. I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's too much negativity, and it's taking you further away from your soulfulness. It's taking you away from your truth and your depth because it's actually latching onto negative energies. And it will connect and create with them if you don't get out of that thinking, is what they're saying. And this is definitely dealing with some very up close and personal relationships for you. It's that Mars energy. They're saying to get right with your sacral chakra, your passion, your action, aggression, how you feel about yourself. This is your creative energy, not just your inner warrior. It's also your sexual energy about how you feel, like your inner belly dancer. If you feel good about yourself, you feel good about strutting your stuff. You know, you feel good enough to let the world know that you feel good, versus just being aggressive in the warrior energy. It's balancing. They're saying this is going to be balancing your core a lot within that sacral chakra, your throat, and your heart. Are we done? Can I go back to where I was? You need to listen and trust your intuition. Okay, so you'll have the exterior world, which is what I'll be talking about. Your exterior, up close and personal family type situations, up close personal relationships. Then it will branch over to financial relationships, which can still be part of that up close and personal, because it's also dealing with finances, wishes, goals, hopes, dreams. And then we'll be looking at the internal growth for the month and what the true message is of the month for my Sagittarius. But they are giving me the butterfly deck to speak from, which will be giving you more of ideas of where you need to be aiming for. And then I'm connecting it with the Thoth deck, so the clarifications will come that way. What does Sagittarius need to know about? What's the core? What is their core surrounding? What is the month about? What's the core? What's the whole month of October coming down to being about? What is the month about? The core surrounding energies for October for Sagittarius. What's the core? I'm also getting third eye right now, or something else. Some of you, it was really most important to you is going to be higher education for your professional career. A lot of you is still going to be that sacral chakra. Proper communication. Self-esteem. Confidence. Believing in yourself with inner peace is what they're saying. A lot of this is. I've just given it to you as I've given it. Okay, can we move on now? What is the core? What's the month about? Thank you. Oh, 2 cards. Heavenly signs and sobriety. Trusting in your higher self. Trusting in the oneness. Trusting in the core energies. Trusting of the flow. This is your inner higher priestess. But this is trusting in what's also outside of you and above your control. The universal energies themselves. That divining energy. Trusting in it. Sobriety is speaking to you, for one, of sobriety. Then it is also speaking to you of, being in a healthier place, mindfully, so that you can trust in that. You can get to that higher dimensional area for yourself, for that growth. This is saying of being in a higher mindful place. This is also speaking to you of your healthier diet. So this is all about you getting healthier in all ways, shapes, and form. And for some of you, like for me personally, when I want to make sure I'm extra connected, like if I'm doing work for the day, shamanically, doing a whole lot of readings and da-da-da-da-da. For me, one of my biggest go-tos is a whole lot of pineapple and a whole lot of coconut. I don't know what it is, but I like coconut water and a whole lot of pineapple. And that stuff will just have me like, flying high. Okay? So there's certain healthy foods that will help you get there if you know what they are. There are certain things about your health and your diet, your sobriety, that helps lift you up, helps that vibration rise. And they're saying, trust in it, get to know your higher self, get connected with that higher self, the universal flow, your inner higher priestess. The two of them are coming together for your core. What is... Very first card. Some of you may feel like you're not there. You're having trouble getting there because what's coming out with this as the clarification is the 2 of Swords, which is saying, you're trying to find inner peace. You're in a little bit of a stagnation at the moment. This is being a little bit blocked. Not really feeling like you're moving forward. You're really weighing out the pros and the cons of the situation. The back of the head may have too much negativity. Like you said, I'm getting a lot of bitterness, blame, coulda, shoulda, woulda, all of that. This is saying you got to get away from that. You got to get away from the negative thinking, the overthinking, the overanalyzing of those pros and cons. Because this already knows the truth. You see what I'm saying? Overanalyzing, questioning yourself, not moving forward, can't decide, stuck. Get more in tune with your higher priestess, your inner higher self, the flow, the oneness, your all of that energy. Because this already has the answers of what this is looking for, is what they're saying right off the bat. What is the extroverted energy? What are you putting out and what are they seeing? What are you putting out, or what should you be putting out? Realizations and epiphanies. It's pretty much going along with that very first set. This is saying, you know, if you're coming into that higher self, you're coming into that fullness, you're coming into the oneness, you're coming into your inner source energy. You're getting connected, you're getting healthy, you're getting away from the negative talking in the back of your head, over analyzing, then you're coming into realization and epiphanies. You're coming into a higher level of truth. And as you actually start being the true person that is inside, that's shut that negative up, then the world is going to start seeing that from you as well. Well, what's the clarification that's also coming with that? Okay, I'm not taking that. Do you fit, or was that actually a mistake? The devil. You've been too much in your head. You've got to get out of your fucking head. You've got to get out of your head. You're creating your own self-sabotage. You're creating issues for yourself. You're maybe into too much physical substance. Maybe you've been partying a little bit too much, trying not to have to deal with it. Self-sabotage, dealing with some addictions, doing some things that are over-indulgent, that's not necessarily working for you. You're looking for desires and needs to satisfy you instead of getting in with the flow and knowing the truth. You're over trying to compensate in some way. But this is saying that also you're getting the Four of Wands coming with this, which is the gratification versus the satisfaction. You're needing to find that stability. You're needing to find that wholeness. And you're having trouble finding it because you're over analyzing, you're over self-sabotaging in one way or another. Get back right with you. Get back on track with you. This is coming back into the realization and the epiphanies. If you get off your path and you're not sure what to do, and you're standing in stagnance and you're not connected with the flow, you also can't move. You can't make right decisions. You can't move forward. It's like they put in Hebrew, and I say it a lot in my videos, the alpha and the beta. Well, the alpha is the source energy. We are actually the beta, which is the magician card. Okay? We are the magician card. But if we're not connected to the alpha, the source energy, we will make, as a magician, we will manifest nothing. We will manifest nothing that we are wanting to manifest, because only by connecting to source can we do so. If you are connecting with your devil energy, if you are connecting with your self-sabotage, you are manifesting ill from ill will against yourself. Get out of that, is what they're saying. As you get out of that, you should be coming into the realization and the epiphanies of the truths that you haven't been able to see, and start steering them in a new positive way. Some of this is going to have to do with communication of proper rules, walls, and boundaries, is what I'm being told. Okay, what's in the up close and personal relationship zone? Up close and personal relationships. Up close and personal relationships for Sag. Or what do they need to hear? Gracefully aging. This is maturity, honey. This is maturity in the relationship and coming to a new level of that maturity, of that relationship. The relationship can't continue to grow, mature, bloom, if the maturity doesn't take the next step up. Okay, you moved. Give me just a second. I gotta hit an alarm. And I won't think straight if it's going. I do apologize. I had the alarm going off. I wouldn't be able to think straight because I would be going, you guys can hear that. So, what else needs to be said about the up-close personal relationships for Sagittarius? What do they need to know? Up-close personal relationships. I know there's something else here. But I'm seriously about to give up on it. I'm seriously about to give up on it. One last time. Yeah, thank you. Take the next step now. That goes along with, like I said, gracefully aging. There's a maturity to the relationships. If the relationships are going to grow, continue, they have to actually mature. It's time to take the step in those relationships if you want to keep them. What is another clarify for these relationships? Gain. This is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is talking about tangible reality, like I was just saying. This is Virgo and Venus. This is making good management. This is also finding financial security, tangible security, finding improvements, good luck. This is earth signs. So this is, like I said, this is being able to start a foundation. Start a foundation, grow something stronger, make it mature, take it to the next level. It's the time to do so if you wish to keep that relationship healthy. Because, yeah, it's a time for growth is what I'm being told. Is there anything else here for up close and personal? Justice. Justice needs to be served in this area. This could very much be a very positive thing. This is talking about harmony and balance coming forward. This is a Libra as well. This is finding the true soul direction with the true roles, walls, boundaries. So this has to do with that Saturn energy. This is the heart that understands the knowledge in order to move forward. So what is going on with the relationships? You didn't even let me finish. I'm not taking that. The relationships of the finances, financial situations, goals, wishes, hopes, desires. Thank you. The Princess of Swords. Emotionally, she's very much an emotional action. She's very much about controversy. She's very much fighting her inside and her outside for what she wants. She's clever, but also very much quick-witted and will state her mind. She wants to be grounded in the ideas that she's trying to grow, that she's trying to mature. She's trying to speak her mind truthfully and boldly to be able to go where she's trying to go. This is about building your goals, your wishes, your dreams, your finances. But you're having some failure in the situation. And it may not be failure, it just may be blockages. You may be stuck in a negative mindset. You may be feeling like you're blocked and you're getting frustrated about wanting to speak your truth. And that may be a good thing, I don't know yet. This is getting past your fears, your failures, results, your fears, failures, fear factors and failures. If you're holding on to the negative, she's going to lash out in a very bad way. So this is telling you need to get over that. You need to get more in a positive way. If you're coming out in a negative way, you can always stand your ground and state what you want, but you need to be balanced in order to state what you want. Otherwise, you come out and you push that out in a negative form, and you're trying to, soulfully mature and grow so you can manifest what's the most important things to you: your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your goals, your ambitions, and financial success in this case. If you just willy-nilly throw that shit out without consciously thinking about it, you may end up negatively bringing manifestation to you. So what do they need to know to help them in that financial situation? What do they need to know to help them? Financial wishes, hopes, goals, dreams. They're saying empathy. They're saying empathy and self-expression at the same time. Wishes, hopes, goals, dreams, ambitions. Thank you. This is dietary change. So this could be speaking to you in the way I see this is because for me, this turned automatically into Virgo. So this may be speaking about your daily routines. Are your daily routines supporting what you're trying to grow or not? Because if they're not, they're going to also help bring the negativity to you that's keeping you from manifesting it properly. They're saying that you need to be on track with that and make sure that the people, the places, the things that of energy you're consuming is that's healthy for you in order to get what you want. Otherwise, you're going to be they give me retirement. Otherwise, it's just not going to come together. Okay? So this is making sure that you have the right people, places, and things of the energy you're consuming in order to make that happen. Because for some of you, you're going to be leaving different people, places, and things you're consuming in some of these daily routines, energies that are going actually against what it is you're wanting to build for your goals, your wishes, your ambitions, your financial career. Some of this is about taking a chance to move on and do something new. Healing the past, meaning, and for me, this means you just can't hold on to the past. When something hasn't worked before, you already know it's not going to work again. So stop trying to go down the same path to create a new